So why is it needed? Well, cloud is programmable, it's API driven. A lot of things that we've discussed here today are all plugging into each other. There's a lot of custom development that needs to happen. Terraform, CloudFormation, if we're focusing on AWS, they're all driven by these API pieces. So as we start working with customers and customers start utilizing services, how are you managing that not only from just a running perspective, but a build perspective as well? So as your developers are managing and maintaining these applications, how do you know that they're doing best practices or potential, opening up security vulnerabilities or God forbid, going outside of your regulatory statutes, if you're PCI compliant, HIPAA compliant, those kind of things, you need to be able to make sure that you understand that. And so cloud has kind of given us those tools by being able to inject ourselves in any way, shape, or form, but really, how does that all come together? So another piece is, well, it's easy to use the new services. AWS just had a great couple things. They were talking about serverless and all these different pieces of the puzzle, but how are you actually managing the security inside of them? Or when they were talking about the machine learning pieces, well, that's great and all, but as a security minded person, I'm like, okay, how can I talk to that AI? How could I potentially invoke it to do something that I don't want, that you as a customer developed that you couldn't do? So those are the kind of things that you want to take into consideration when you're going after these services. And typically when you come to a well-architected framework, as AWS has with the pillars and everything, the security piece, it's not just one person, it's really the entire organization that is responsible for the security. The fundamental technologies differ from a typical physical DC. And really what I mean by that is it's not the security technologies, the firewall still a firewall, an ACL still an ACL, the network, right? It's really the decoupling of the applications, the server technologies from the overlying infrastructure that we're used to supporting, right? So not only, so you don't have to know about LACP, you don't have to know about layer 2, layer 3 potentially. When it comes to cloud services, sure, you tie them all in together, but really when you're operating in a cloud infrastructure, you're really going to be focusing on layer 5 and above, where you're just having the applications talk. And if there is something wrong, typically the AWS environment will heal itself because that's the way it's built. But when it comes down to troubleshooting, it's typically, hey, this application can't talk to this application, what's going on? And then, of course, the size and complexity. We talk a lot about auto scaling, about being able to scale up, scale out, being able to go across multiple regions, those kind of things. Well, if you don't have your build infrastructure and your cloud security figured out, you could potentially be opening up a lot of different that could open your application to something that you don't want.